Hi everybody. In this video, we're basically just going to be doing my April 2022 gubernatorial election prediction. So for that, I'll need to open up the New York Times for obvious reasons. And the New York Times finally lets me access their maps of 2018. That's a good thing. Honestly, it's so I'm finding. Check that this year. I might use it in future videos, so Main. Okay. I know there was a flip somewhere. Oh, was it this district? It's where's Katie Porter's district? By the way, just for those of you who don't know, I actually live in this congressional district right there. So yeah, this is where I live. In Arizona, Doug Ducey is my governor. My senators are Mark Kelly and Kirsten Sinema. And my representative is Greg Stanton. And I forgot my mayor. I'll go search it up. Mayor of Phoenix. That's good. Kate Gallego. So yeah, yeah. So those are all the mates. There are quite a few women in my area who serve in the house. Anyway, I'm just trying to find Katie Porter's district. There it is. Wait, what? How could 99% of the vote be in, and it was 1,000 vote difference? And no, this just makes no sense. By the way, the Republicans didn't do very good. And look, at the New York 11th was Republican favored. So yeah, basically. And South Carolina first. Okay, let me open the gubernatorial map. Yes, there's a gubernatorial map. 2018 NYT gubernatorial election. So the Democrats actually did pretty good, despite them not getting the governor due to Republican wave after Republican wave after Republicans keep getting seats. No, I don't want the New York election results. I want the New York. That's why I keep that. Wait, the button is broken. That's what I'm saying. That's better. Supporting the governor election. Okay, so Senate governors are up to every 4 years, except in New Hampshire, as Senator Sununu was up in 2018, up in 2020, and he actually did pretty good. 2018 he didn't do as good, but in 2020 he did pretty good, sweeping every county in the state. Vermont, Phil Scott, he is also up every 2 years. All the flips in 2018 except for Kansas, but Chris Colback was just a pretty bad governor. I mean, not a pretty bad governor, he was just a pretty bad candidate. Kind of like, for those of you Missourians, Eric Greitens in Missouri, Andy Biggs and Bulgasar in Arizona, Adam Laxalt probably in Nevada, Kelly Loeffler, Brian Kemp in Georgia. Okay, so by the way, the Republicans, not a single Democratic incumbent actually lost the election. For those of you who wonder what Alaska is, I was an independent. And 5% only got 2% of the vote in his re-election bid. 2% of the vote. I am not kidding. Hang on, let me check Wikipedia. Maybe down there. 2% of the vote in your re-election bid. In a state where so yeah. And And basically, okay, so back to the video. So let's start with the safe states. I will be referencing Sabata Crystal Ball, or actually, I believe Clip Political. They actually have it. So it's full of four. Ooh, what's a thermometer? Oh, I know what it is. Code typical report 2022. By the way, fluctuations might happen because, well, obviously, take a, like before all the way back, few years ago, basically, how do I say this? 2013, Democrats were actually expected to it to be a blue wave year. It was a red wave year. So just want to make it with the Senate governor. Why are governors suddenly less important than governor of state? Senators do not. Okay, so I believe Sabato Crystal Ball also deleted their Sabato, but Crystal Ball. They predicted every state except North Carolina correctly in the 2020 election. Ooh, house map. Oh, this, I mean, it's kind of interesting to see. Ooh, I can find two districts. Jared Golden in Maine second, and this is a very obvious crossover district. Nebraska John Bacon. That's better. No, I don't want an ad. I want an actual one. Okay, so here's my take. I'm gonna put. Okay, so in the safety column, because the Democrat. No, let's do safe Republican seats. Actually, why not do safe Democratic seats? Just because it comes before in alphabetical order. Hawaii and New Jersey. That's it. Also, for those of you who are wondering why in the world, why is Kansas competitive? I can understand Georgia and Arizona, but why is Kansas competitive? Wait, what do we have with the? Why is there New Hampshire, Vermont, and Massachusetts? Really, Maine is kind of understandable, but still. So New Jersey, also to 2017 gubernatorial elections. There are gubernatorial elections like every year. So yeah. Democrats actually gained a seat in New Jersey. Bill Murphy defeated the incumbent. Basically, if it's 14.41 in a off year, then I probably and he was the challenger. If he did Joe Biden won by 15.8, I can probably say this will be a safe Democratic seat. Now, for those of you wondering why, New Mexico, it was kind of narrow. On the other hand, it was not very narrow. Now, this was a blue wave year. Okay, so 57.2 minus 42.8. So there's a 14.4% margin for a non-incumbent in a blue wave year in a state that Joe Biden won by 10. I'm gonna put it. You want to flip, so I'll have that. Gubernatorial elections are a bit less partisan. You know what? I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put it as likely. Colorado. I think it has to be likely. California, even after the Gavin Newsom's recall effort, it's still going to be likely or safe, either one. But I think it would be likely. Minnesota likely, probably that makes more sense. Illinois, I agree, likely. Illinois politicians are kind of corrupt, so yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so New York, due to reasons. Connecticut, I mean, Lamont didn't really do good considering it was a blue wave year, and he only won elect. And then again, I don't think he was the incumbent. Let's check. Hey, oh yes, he wasn't the incumbent. Don't know why I need to go to Maryland for that. No way. Shirley Baker was able to sweep every county in the state, yet even the areas in Boston. Is this what Cape Cod is? Wait, only one person lives here? No. Oh, it was turnout in the state. Oh, it's precincts. That makes sense. This must be the only precinct. So yeah, basically, led Lamont. I'm not gonna put it as likely. Not gonna put it as safe because of the surrounding environment. I mean, New Hampshire. I mean, these states are all like have Republicans. New Hampshire will come back too. Uh, New York will probably be likely. New Jersey would be safe, kind of. Rhode Island. What's the Rhode Island election results? Okay, so Gina Raimondo. Wait, I have no idea why they're characterizing this as likely anyway. 52.8 minus 37 point. That's a 15-point difference. Coincidentally, Biden won the state by 20. So yeah, either way, was this an incumbent? It was an incumbent. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, I guess I understand if you might. I understand their expectations for likely red wave year, and considering that the Northeast, maybe I'll put it as safe. Honestly, I'm gonna put it as safe. You know what? I'm gonna put it as likely either way. The Battle Crystal Ball is pretty accurate. Let's check the 2020 election. The Battle Crystal Ball 2020 presidential election. I believe the only state they got wrong was North Carolina. Yes, the only state they got wrong was North Carolina. Oh yes, the only state they got wrong was North Carolina. Marginally, they were pretty accurate. The only margins they got wrong were Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, uh, North Carolina. Either way, they got Rhode Island pretty accurate. They're pretty accurate with Rhode Island. So yeah, basically. What was that? Anyway, basically, I expect Rhode Island to be likely. Just because of the surrounding nature. I mean, New York's likely, New Jersey's almost likely, Connecticut's likely, Massachusetts is safe R, Vermont is safe R, New Hampshire's competitive, Maine's kind of competitive. So yeah, in surrounding nature, I kind of expect this to be likely, just because of surrounding nature. Okay, so wait, Bean, one, I want to check Virginia. Uh, Virginia 2021. Remember, they hold their gubernatorial elections in 2021. So yeah. So Governor Ralph Northam. So we can see the Republican primary. Hey, where's the Republican primary anyway? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's just these people. So these people will be on the list. Virginia. Lean to likely just because Biden won the state by a likely margin, and it's either getting a bit more blue, and it's the Republicans who candidate in Virginia of all places. That won't go too well. The Democrats unity of you that the other states, or since I got I actually think I think Steve Loislack, like, to win by a likely margin. I just think will be likely. Just because, okay, so let's see. And now a Steve Loislack won by 4.1% over Adam Blackfelt. He wasn't the Adam Blackfelt was not the incumbent, but if he won by that much over a non-incumbent, even if he won by that much either by a non-incumbent in a blue wave year, still, I think let's see Catherine Cortez Masto. Uh, Steve Weiselak, if he won by that much as the as a non-incumbent, he could potentially win by more as an incumbent. Especially if Catherine Cortez Masto wins by a pretty significant margin. Or it's a pretty good margin nonetheless. Okay, so the Democrats are at 17, the GOP is at okay. Nope. Okay, so I'll have to reopen it all over again. But I have a crystal ball. Uh, it's really thinking how. Anyway, basically, I'll have to open it all over again. New 2020 governor. Copy. Okay. Did I get all of them? I believe I got all of them. Hang on. Maine, I need to check Maine. So Jake Mill defeated Sean Moody by quite a bit. There was no incumbent. Paul LePage could not run. There is talks about Paul LePage running for governor again, Hang on, let me just check. May 2020. So Paula Page was the only person running. Wow, he is not very popular as governor. Just for that, I don't think he'll be losing by that margin. Maryland. I think Maryland would also be likely. Larry Hogan cannot run. If they run like a liberal Republican, I think that the Republicans might be able to do pretty good. So that's the only flip so far. Now let's go into our states. Those would be South Dakota will come back. Actually, no. Christina Noem's getting a bit more pop. Like Christina Noem is getting a bit more well known, so her approval ratings might be getting a bit higher even after COVID. So, yes, almost every non-competitive Republican race is expected to be safe. Oh, and Vermont and Massachusetts. So the Republicans and Democrats are tied, and with the Republicans only in states. Oregon. Why would Oregon be lead? Hang on, let me check what's happening. Oh, no incumbent. But that doesn't mean it's supposed to be lead. Okay, so basically, it's not a very good, but I still think would be likely. That's my characterization. Okay, so now we have our final swing states. Oh, except for the part where I put Texas in the lean column, Iowa in the lean column, Ohio in the lean column. I know Kim Reynolds isn't that popular, but still. I'm also gonna put Florida in the likely column, Alaska and also in the likely column, because Wachowski. Okay, so the Democrat, in order to win the United States gubernatorials, they'll need to flip every seat. Republicans get one, well, they win. Okay, so let's start from coast to coast. Arizona, this is a toss-up race. Not because GC is horrible, kind of is. I mean, 2018, he won by a pretty large margin. On the same ballot, where voters decided that they wanted to have the Democrats in the majority in the Arizona House delegation, or elect a female person to the mayor. Isn't that bad, really? She's the closest thing the Republicans can get to a Republican. Because, so basically, this is the reason. It's because he is retiring. And with the Arizona GOP in shambles, uh, there's pretty much no good candidate to run. So I'm gonna put this race. Plus, Mark Kelly is gonna be running, and blah 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 blah. So the only immediate candidates I can think of for the Republicans, that would be good. If John McCain has any children, maybe Cindy McCain, but they've been censored. Maybe if Jeff Flake decides to run again, John Kyle decides to run again. God, no, Martha McSally. I mean, she isn't that bad in general, but yeah, I still don't really want her. So yeah, Arizona, I think would be lean Democratic. The only people I can think of might be Paul Gosar and Andy Biggs. That case, likely. Arizona right now would be lean. New Hampshire. I'm gonna put New Hampshire in the Lean Democrat section. Just because Kristen Nunu might actually run for Senate instead of governor. But you know what? Okay, so basically, New Hampshire. I'll just make my way through 2014. Wait, Scott Brown. Wait, what? No, it's just confusing. Oops, wrong Senate election. I need to get the right Senate election. Let's see. 2015 is that gubernatorial election. So let's click Wikipedia. So yeah, the Democrats are actually able to flip a few from Kentucky. Not that weird. So basically, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ineligible. 2020, pick New Hampshire. So Kelly Ayotte might actually try running, and Corey. So these people might try running. Yeah, no Democrats are actually planning to run yet. So political report put to this. So here's my take on it. I did not put. So I'm put it actually as lean R just because. Remember, in all of my Senate prediction videos, I have not put New Hampshire in the Republican column yet. So I'm gonna have to make it up and put New Hampshire in the lean R character in the safe R characterization. Kristen Nunu is just that popular. Look at he got almost a super majority. And he is the first person to ever get more than half a million votes in the New Hampshire gubernatorial election. 2018, he defeated Molly Kelly. Prior to that, he actually defeated Maggie. It was actually Maggie Hassan. But either way, look at all that red. Look at all this red. Not as much, but this is like ruby red. And by the way, Sununu Sununu's, I believe, dad also ran for governor in New Hampshire like years ago. But yeah, New Hampshire, safe are. So there are a few more races. Let's start with Georgia. I'm gonna take Georgia from lean R, which I normally characterize it, and put it in tilt R. So for those of you who don't know, there are horrible voter suppression laws in Georgia right now. Georgia. For those of you in my school, I've talked to you. For those of you, for some people at my school, I've talked to you about it quite a bit. Not if you don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't talked to you. I haven't talked to you about it. That's what Georgia voting rules. It is stupid. 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 Stupid systems. Stupid. 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 Stupid systems. Okay. So for those of you who see right, Brian Kemp has signed into law a new set of rules that change the way elections are run in the state. The new voting laws were passed in the Georgia's Republicans from the state legislature. And yeah, these are revenge bills. So basically, Stacey Abrams, these are revenge bills. It is revenge against losing an election, and is that not right? That is coming from somebody who also lost an election. Did she try to do that? Of course not. She couldn't if she didn't want to, but that's not the point. Goodbye. This is nothing but punitive, designed to keep people from voting. Anti-democratic, anti-un-American, it's un-American, and the rush to pass these laws does raise concerns. Now, while the Republican governor was holding a press conference after signing, Democrat Hart Cannon knocked on a door in the state capitol to demand transparency and was handcuffed and arrested. You see it right there. So basically, I don't want to read all of it. So basically, this affects people who don't. You now need a driver's license, or might not have. If you don't drive or have access to some pre-approved documentation, well, too bad. No voting for you. Okay, no absentee voting for you, but I don't care. I mean, I do care. The rule makes it harder to get and return absentee talents, especially for those jobs who do not allow them to take time in the day to vote. In-person voting. So runoffs, which happen frequently, are just going to have 4 weeks after the general, which is going to be pretty good for people like me who cannot stand waiting for runoff elections. So it takes forever, and the party I want to win does not win because of something crazy Donald Trump does. I'm kidding. Maybe. But you also cannot bring food or water. How stupid is that? Yes, it does. Really, it really does. The less people vote, the greater chance Republicans have of winning. And this might not affect people in, for example, hang on, I have a gubernatorial map up. I don't need to call it 2020. 2018. Take a look. Fulton County, 100,000 people. Clayton County, Henry County, Rockdale County, Gwinnett County. Look at all these people with so many population centers. Chattingham County. But people who live in, for example, Camden County, Charlton County, Brooks County, Colquitt County, Coffee County, Bacon County, Union County, Walker County. Okay, doesn't really matter for them because, well, just drop on the vote, go away. For those people in Fulton, in other counties, they'll have to wait in super long lines just to cast their vote. So what will they do? They'll not vote. That's the only explanation. They won't vote. So I'm not immediately gonna put Georgia in. Actually, I might put Georgia in the Tilt R section. Maybe Georgia's a true top race. Oh, let's go to. We'll decide Georgia later. Michigan, I think would be lean. Debbie Stallone isn't that popular. Despite the fact that she won her election with a pretty large, almost 10 points. But yeah, Gretchen Weimer isn't really that popular. Biden only won the state by 2.8, and Joe Biden Democrats didn't do very good. Gary Peters narrowly won re-election, and Republicans high control in the Michigan House delegation. Wisconsin, another flip. This is Tony Evers versus Scott Walker. It's a toss-up race. I'm gonna put it if it was a blue wave year, blah 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 blah. So this race is decided by 1.1% in a blue wave year against an incumbent. You know what? Biden only won the state by 0.6. The state's getting redder, so I'm gonna go as far and put it in the tilt column. Pennsylvania. This is hard. We have an incumbent retiring. But I don't really need to look at actually Kansas. Kansas, I'm actually gonna put in lean. Yeah, first Republican flip is because it's not that popular. He really isn't. Not at all. I mean, yeah, he's not gonna get. But if they run a better candidate, then I feel like they'll get a candidate elected, maybe by a likely margin. Or lean. Laura Kelly. She's an incumbent, and incumbency's advantage. Either way, Georgia. Since there's no retiring incumbent, I'm gonna put in the tilt column. just because the retiring incumbent is just stupid awful and I hate him. And I bet many Georgia voters hate him. I mean, you saw Purdue, you saw Loeffler. You can see you can't lose their races. So Pennsylvania, it's the true toss-up race. I don't know exactly what to put it as. Congress was the incumbent. Let's check. Gubernatorial election. Kim Reynolds is the leader. Ray Cooper is the other leader. Okay. So, what is an undetermined incumbent? Either way, Pennsylvania right here. So Josh Shapiro. Like Josh Shapiro might probably get the nomination. And John Fetterman is he's officially announced he is running for the United States Senate. So yeah, so John Fetterman is planning to run for it. So basically, Josh Shapiro probably will win. For the Republican primary, we have one person actually declared. Joe Gale. There's also Donald Trump Jr., who may win the state, but may not. But, I just feel like I'm gonna put this race as lean. Because it's a bit less Republican. Wisconsin, some would say it's turning to the left. But either way, I just see it being lean. So thanks for watching this video. See you next time. Bye. The governor mansions are now split. 25 Republicans and 25 Democrats. 25 Democrats and 25 Republicans. Thanks for watching this video. See you later. Bye.